making chocolates. So I have all these ingredients and I'm going to sift them through here and I'll put them in, I can use molds or just spread it out into a Pyrex baking dish and then later on just cut pieces of chocolate. So I take half a cup of cacao powder, the raw cacao powder. I like to sift it because you can see there's kind of sometimes chunks in it. And it's easier to sift it this way than to try to make it in the Vitamix and then try to get it all out. It just makes a big mess. So I've got Ultra Tocos, tocotrienols, and I just put some in about half a cup or less. Maca is very good with chocolate, and I do about between a fourth and half a cup. And then I put all this extra good stuff. I've got Vitamineral greens, green powder, and I just do like a tablespoon, and spirulina, which is such a pretty color. Put that in, and I have some blue-green algae. Put that in. And I just stir it and sift it. Blue-green algae, sometimes it's kind of big flakes. And then I like to stir all the powder together, make sure it's mixed. I'm going to add agave nectar and coconut oil. I sometimes use cacao butter. I have to melt it to make it liquid. And the coconut oil in the summertime, it's already liquid. In the wintertime I have to melt it also. So I'll do a half a cup. And I'll pour that in. And I do a half a cup of the vanilla agave nectar. And I sometimes will put a drop of peppermint oil in. I get a mint chocolate. So yeah, just like one drop, maybe two. I'll do two today. And I'll pour that in. And then I just gently stir it to combine all the ingredients. And so I keep them in the freezer so they'll harden up. Things at room temperature, it's liquid still. So I've got two molds that I'm going to put them in, and I'll put the rest to make just a nice sheet of chocolate. I'm going to tap it in, make sure it gets all the way down in that mold. So now I'll just take the rest and put it in on the wax paper. The wax paper is an important part of it. It's easy to peel the frozen chocolate off the wax paper. It kind of sticks to the dish if I don't use the wax paper. spread it out to whatever thickness I want. It's ready for the freezer.